We started up this road, and I see orbs a lot, but this one was the scariest bitch I've ever seen. It come down out of the trees at us like a star. That's all I can think of. It was a big, bright star. Didn't blind us, but it was coming at us. We got a map that showed us where to go to the steam vents. And at that time, our cousin Tina told us that they had gone up there earlier before us and that they got ran off by a skookum. That's our name for them. Okay, so we had a good laugh, had a few beers, got some fish, and went home, had a conversation, and said, okay, let's go look for this skookum. I got to go up there actually, and I wanted to do my vision quest. And so we had a good laugh about this skookum, but I was going to do my vision quest up there anyway. So we went to the campground and Wyeth State Park, and me, my wife, my daughter, the dog, and Brad and his camper. Well, we spent all weekend that weekend looking for the steam vents and couldn't find them. So that following Wednesday, we both had our days off, so we went back to Cascade Locks, because I lived in the Dalles, and got some more fish, and Tina gave us a map. Well, we were way off. What we ended up having to do was walk about 3 hours up into these hills to get into this steam vents. Well, when we got up there, lo and behold, there was these steam vents, and Mr. Scientific thought, well, let's see how much pressure there is, so we went looking for a rock to see if it pushed the rock out. And so Brad's standing off to my right, and that's my partner's name, and I find a rock. Well, I picked the rock up, and as I picked the rock up, I'm picking the rock up, and I'm actually trying to throw it into the hole. Well, that's when the whole woods came alive, I guess you might say, because this nasty-looking, tall, hairy... Well, first we heard the noises. The snarling and the snapping and the growling and crap, and then up over this log came this most, well, intimidating figure that I ever saw. And it was huge, but I never did realize how big it was until it had me held there, I guess you might say, with this rock sticking. I was in the process of throwing the rock, so I had my arms in an outward position with the rock. Okay, I'm frozen. This thing comes over the log, and this all happens in a matter of seconds. And it's snarling and spitting, and it's got red eyes, guys. It's got red freaking eyes. Okay, and it's looking at us. And my partner, I don't know how long we've been standing there. I really don't. But he took off. He ran. And it took its eyes off of us and put it on him, and then it came back to me. And I forgot everything I ever learned as a child. When I was a kid, I was told never to look one in the eyes that would steal your soul. Well, that thing looked me in the eye instantly. I didn't even have a chance to not look it in the eye, but it looked me in the eye, and I got such a rush, I my pants. Pardon the pun, but I cracked my drawers right there, and I'll tell you right in front of God and everybody, that was the rush of my life. Well, then I remembered, it'll steal your soul. Well, that's what they were talking about, I'm sure. Well, okay, I'm still standing there with this rock, and I don't know, it's getting heavy, and I don't know exactly what to do about it, but it's standing there snarling at me, and I'm looking right at its teeth, I'm looking at its face, I'm looking at its muscles, I'm looking at its arms, and all of a sudden, I think it got a whiff of me, because it started backing up. Never took its eyes off me, never turned around, but it went back over the top of that log. And that's when I realized what a big son of a gun that was.